Hey guys, it is Naruto Uchiha here. Hit that subscribe button and the like button so get notified on every video I put out. And Chidori that subscribe button. Our new goal is to hit 1k. And after that you can just slack off because I don't really care about that anything after that. But just hit 1k and we're good. Chidori for that subscribe button. Let's get into the video. I believe you got the message from Naruto Uchiha. He sent you a message to hit that subscribe button and the like button, bro. And hit that Instagram for me because I've showed it in other videos. So, hey, let's get into this video. Location, Konoha Graveyard. Naruto went to the Konoha Graveyard. He went to the Konoha Graveyard mostly because he just wanted to go to his parents' grave, so it wouldn't look weird that he just not going there. Or if the third Hokage was looking, he didn't want the third Hokage to know that the bodies of his parents are not in the compound, not in the grave anymore. So he went there. He saw a girl crying, with brown hair, brown eyes, with tied in two buns, with a Chinese outfit, crying at two tombstones. I can't remember gravestones. Naruto went up there and asked her what was wrong. It was obvious that someone died, but he didn't know who the person was or who died. The girl said that her two parents died and her teammates abandoned her. Naruto felt sad for her. He told her, asked her why, that she was useless. Naruto then grabbed her hand and told her that she's not useless. She's useful in some way. She's good at some area or skill. She blushed and then pouted. She said she's good at nothing. That's what she said. Naruto says, how do you know that? You just haven't found what you're good at yet. Naruto then explained to her that he thought he was useless at the time, but he changed that mind around, and now he's one of the most strongest people. That he can even rival a Hokage sometimes, when they're sparring, anyways. This girl would then tell Naruto her name. She said she was 1010. Naruto would then offer 1010 to live with him because she realized that she would live by herself and she would be by herself all the time, and if left uncared, she might kill herself. Naruto told her his name, which was Naruto Uzumaki. She didn't pack her stuff at home and went with Naruto. Naruto taught her some skills like kunai, shuriken, and Naruto even gave her a technique. Naruto a few days ago made a technique, but using the QB chakra, he enhanced everyone's senses, well, especially the smell, hearing, and sight. Naruto gave it to her, well, in a pill form. She ate it and she coughed out blood and she passed out. She woke up 2 days after and saw that her eyesight, hearing, smell, strength, speed, and agility was boosted by 10 times. Now he's explained that that's her technique, and her eyes were yellow with a slit in it. Naruto then trained her on that. So now, the technique that Naruto gave her is basically the QB chakra and like some Zetsu cells, just to make it compatible with her body. So yeah, that's why her eyes turned yellow. Back to the story. then helped her create a technique. It was much like the gates, but instead of using the gates, he used a lightning chakra, which he also gave her his affinity for lightning, because it would take that affinity to activate her gates in her point of view. She called it the eight inner lightning gates, because it was the derivation of the inner gates. She had her first form, her second form, her third form, her fourth form, her fifth form, sixth form, and seventh form. She could activate all of these, but it would take heavy strain on her body, and the point where she couldn't move for a week after choosing the seventh form. The eighth form, and the fact that she would die. Isn't she could if she strengthened her body to a point where the eighth gate couldn't affect her, she could, but it still hurt. So she got introduced with Hinata, Tayuya, and Kari. Naruto also gave this pill to Hinata, so her Byakugan sometimes turns yellow when she's using the technique. So Naruto had gone now. He saw Aruka talking to Anko Mitarashi. Naruto snickered and said he's finally trying to find a date. Jesus, how long this man was alone. Naruto then, for the whole day, tried to get them together by staying in the shadows and pushing them certain ways. After the night, they kissed. Naruto was beyond happy. He thought of Usuka as a father, and it was good to see that his father was actually finally having a good life. Not a good life, but having someone to spend his life with. So Naruto then left. Next day, Ten doesn't have to go to the academy because she graduated at 30. She's just like a standby Geni. Naruto then went to the academy. That was the last year academy. Naruto has not gone any prior days before. After his Zetsu clone has been going all the time. Skip test. Naruto was to go up and shoot all 20 targets with 40 kunai. Naruto jumped in the air, put his hand in an X formation, spent, and released all of the kunais. They hit dead center by hitting off each other. Yeah, he did it Itachi style. Naruto then did the Shadow Clone Jutsu, the Kororini, or the replacement jutsu, or the what? Substitution jutsu. And instead of replacing himself with a log, he replaced himself with crows. Much like Itachi, which sparked a little anger in Sasuke, knowing that Naruto can do what his brother can. Naruto then left. Side note, in this one, Mizuka didn't try to get Ichigo, because it would just be a big baller to cover that arc, because it's not really even a freaking arc. And Naruto knows all those skills already. He knows all of those already. Naruto had something to go and do. He then went home to see Ten cooking food, because she's home and she's just a standby Genin right now. But she'll be taking the tuning exams when Naruto and them take the tuning exams. Until then, she's just training. So Ten brought the food, walked up to Naruto and kissed him, and so did the other girls. Well, they kissed him later on in the day, because Ten just kissed him because they're in a relationship. All of them are in a relationship anyways. So Naruto went to eat some rice balls and fried chicken, because that's his favorite food. He actually loves ramen, but the second best is rice balls and fried chicken. Meh. Naruto then told them that he's gonna need the help to go and do something. Timeskip. Location. Uzugakure no Sato. Naruto appeared in there. He did a multitude of hand signs. He used the flying legend to get there, by the way. He did a multitude of handstands. Said, great ceiling, great ceiling scroll barrier. Naruto then threw a scroll in the middle by using chakra to strengthen his hand, and he used the scroll and pelted in the middle of the whole village that was ransacked. Then apparently the whole village started to get absorbed into the scroll. Naruto then picked up the scroll, and when he was just about to do that, he fell on the ground. You see, Naruto doesn't have enough chakra. Not enough chakra. He had enough chakra to put it in the scroll and walk for 2 minutes, but after that, he was knocked out. So the girls took him back. So the girls gave him a pill, and he teleported them back to Konoha, and then after that, he knocked out again because he had to use the chakra that he gained back from eating the pill. So Naruto then woke up. Next to him was Hinata, Karin, Tayuya, and Hinata sleeping. He started coughing up blood. His fangs started to grow and his whiskers got a little more defiant. It wasn't like it got a little more defiant. His Sharingan started to blaze and it went into his Mangekyo state and went back into form. His body started to tear inside and he saw his 8-pack turn into a 10-pack. No, that is physically impossible, but in this one, chakra is a thing. So he gained a 10-pack. Yeah. His muscles on his arms started to get more defined and actually could really see them. His hair started to grow a little bit, but not too much. The QB explained to him 2 days prior that he's constantly pumping QB chakra into Naruto's bloodstream, so he could enter the QB forms more easily. Not to set a kill this, so it's kicking in now. So he started coughing out blood, and everyone woke up. And Karin gave him a pill, which is the healing pill that I told you about last episode. Time skip. Naruto entered the class, looking a little different, but his whisker was just more defined, and everybody saw that. Not really a massive change. So now that we're waiting for the Jonin Sensei, Kakashi had the game. Naruto knew he was gonna be late, and the team for guys Naruto, Uchiha, Naruto Uzumaki, Uchiha, but he's called it Uzumaki first. Sasuke Uchiha and Sakura Harano. Team 8, Hinata Hyuga, Kiba Inuzuka, Shino Aberame. Team 13, Karin Uzumaki, Tayuya Uzumaki, and Tenten Uzumaki. Yeah, Tenten took Naruto's name because that's her boyfriend and later gonna be her husband. So why not take his name? Everyone left except T7. Then Kakashi appeared. Kakashi then told them to go on the roof. Naruto burst into crows. Sasuke just walked and Sakura just walked. They got up to the roof and Kakashi asked them what their dreams were. Sasuke said that he wanted to kill Itachi and rebuild his clan. Sakura said her thing in canon, and I'm not going to stress myself to say. Naruto said he wanted to kill a certain someone. It wasn't Itachi. Sasuke thought it was Itachi, but no, it wasn't Itachi. Naruto was the real reason why Itachi killed the clan. So why would he do that? And he really loved Itachi. Itachi treated Naruto like he was a big brother. Like Itachi was Naruto's big brother. Other big brother besides Ichiro. So Naruto really loved Itachi. And he really respected him, actually, because he respected how the people called him. and he hated that he had to do such a thing, but he knew it was for the betterment of the village. So Naruto then explained that he wanted to kill someone. He also wanted to rebuild the Uzumaki clan, and he also wanted to make his wives happy, or girlfriends, whatever you would say. Now, this is pretty cold, and he said this in a pretty cold tone, not a non-caring tone, not really. He's really non-caring and seemed emotionless. I'm not gonna reveal you who's Team 13 Sensei right now because it's kind of a surprise. So they then went on to do the bell test. Naruto said he wanted to do it by himself. He explained the reason of the bell test. And Naruto just explained he wanted to test Kakashi and his skills to see if he deserved that Sharingan of his. Kakashi was shocked that Naruto knew he had a Sharingan. Sasuke was just bewildered. Someone else had the Sharingan. That was not Uchiha of his accordance. So Naruto got in a fighting tanks. The Uchiha fighting tanks, but he doesn't really use it much. But he's gonna use it for this one. So they started fighting. Naruto threw a punch to Kakashi. Kakashi caught it. Naruto jumped in the air, doing a backflip, releasing Kakashi's grip over Naruto's hand. He then kicked Kakashi in the face, while he was plummeting to the ground. He then backflipped off of Kakashi's face and landed on his feet. He then threw kunai. I said Phoenix Flower Jutsu. The flaming kunai was heading for Kakashi when Kakashi dodged and said fire stuff, great fireball jutsu. Naruto said great fireball jutsu too, and they clashed. Naruto then disappeared. He appeared behind Kakashi and they went in the heated taijutsu spar. Kakashi said Chidori while activating his Sharingan, while pulling up his band over his head to activate Sharingan. Anyways, said Sharingan, and Naruto said flaming Chidori, and a red lightning appeared in Naruto's hand, and it looked like flames were coming off. What was coming off of the lightning? Kakashi was shocked. That was a Chidori, but it was a advanced version of the Chidori. It's a Chidori where another nature element is added on to the lightning nature element. And he was impressed because that means Naruto created that himself. But he didn't know where Naruto lived right now, and probably had scrolls about the Chidori. Actually, no one in the village really knows where Naruto lives. Actually, not even the council, because they still think Naruto is living in the Uchiha compound, which Naruto isn't. He's living at the Uzumaki compound. Only Hiruzen, Haruka, Kakashi, and only the Kakashi knows is because Hiruzen told him, and they had to go there to Naruto's house. If you remember that time where Kakashi had to go to Naruto's house, if you remember that, yeah, that. So Naruto said he was ready to be his sensei, and they went on to do D-rank missions. They came into the Taizuna mission. Naruto instantly saw that Taizuna was landing because he could sense emotions, hence the QB. They still went on the mission though. He didn't really bring it up. He went on to fight the two demon brothers, and yeah, he then actually admitted that he knew that Taizuna was lying, but he didn't really care to say anything at that point. Kakashi, Sakura, and Sasuke were a little angry at that because he didn't hide. He just didn't really care of giving them valuable information about the mission. But he said to still carry on because it was pretty amusing. The same encounter with Zabuza happens, but this time Naruto completely defeated Zabuza after Kakashi got into the water prison. Naruto kicked Zabuza asked if they were to Kingdom Come. So yeah, Naruto beat Zabuza, and yeah. Alright, skip. Naruto decided that he was gonna help the village and chopped down some trees and made them into plank wood, and just started to rebuild the house, and caught some fish and caught some animals like boars, cows, and chickens. He skinned them, and using shadow clones, he rebuilt the whole village in a single day because he used like thousands of shadow clones, and he started serving free food. So Naruto left, and Naruto left. There, I went to Tazuna's home. He saw that Kakashi was sleeping. Naruto decided to give Kakashi the medicine now. Naruto asked Tazuna's daughter to cut Kakashi's hair a little bit. Tazumi, which I think is her name, Tazumi did cut his hair, and he looks like more of him in Boruto. Looks like his hair in Boruto, basically. Naruto then waked up Kakashi, and Kakashi thought that his hair was cut, and he looked pretty good. He didn't really mind the haircut. He would just like if someone told him that they were gonna do it first, though. Naruto then gave him some medicine that had a Uchiha symbol on it. Kakashi asked, "What is this?" Naruto then just told him, "Just eat it," and Kakashi did. Kakashi's other eye turned into a one-tomoe Sharingan, and his other eye turned into its Mangekyo state. Kakashi realized the change in his other eye and realized that he had another Sharingan. Naruto then explained that those pills are infused with my DNA, our blood. Now you can turn off your Sharingan, but you will need to take those each day for 1 year, for 3 years, for 2.5 years. Kakashi said, "Alright," and then Naruto told him to come in to take this pill. And Kakashi's whole body was rejuvenated to the point where he left. Naruto told him to come outside, and also told Sasuke to come with him. That Naruto then put Sasuke into the Genjutsu, activating his Sharingan again. Naruto then did the same to Kakashi, and then gave him a Tutomoe Sharingan, and then started training the whole thing. Kakashi then gained his a Tutomoe Sharingan. Sasuke gained a Tutomoe Sharingan on each eye. They then went back inside. Skip to the Tazuna arc. Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura went on the Tazuna arcs. In this one, Naruto never met Haku, so he killed Haku just as he met him. Because Naruto was clearly annoyed by still being here. Not like he didn't like the place. It's just that he wanted to get back home to see his girlfriends, because they were supposed to go on a date today, and he really didn't want to miss that. So Naruto killed all of them, and he teleported everyone back to the village. He explained to the third Hokage what he gave to Kakashi, and Naruto winked at Kakashi and said, "You could pass on the Sharingan now." And Kakashi blushed, and he knew why he told him that, because Kakashi's in a relationship. But I'm not really gonna tell you who the person is right now. Next episode, Naruto, Hinata, and Karin, Tayuya, and Tenten went on a date. All of them went to Ichiraku Ramen. They had some noodles, and they went noodles, and Naruto gave Ichiraku's 1 million yen. So the Ichiraku was really surprised. Naruto explained that this was his favorite place in the world, and if he could get expanded, he'll try his best. And because here says the bird sells the best ramen, and if you could hire other people, sorry for that interruption. If you could hire other people, that makes the food could come out way more sooner. Well, that's why I'm gonna end off the video, guys. See ya. Never wanna be ya. And keep the message from Naruto Uchiha, and hit that subscribe button. Our goal is 1K until December, and when December comes, you'll get a whole line of 18 only with us, and you can even recommend what 18 oldest you want me to do. Like, what if Naruto had a harem and was OP? Actually, I'm gonna watch what if Naruto was neglected and OP and had a harem. Bro, that's gonna be fun. I'm gonna watch that like today, so see ya. I don't have to go and watch Rogue X. I have to go and watch Rogue X. What if Naruto had a Banish and Shift Part 3? Bro, I'm so hyped about this right now. So see ya, guys.